First of all, watch this, then this, and this. Now what if I tell you that there is one common thing between these three shots that make them look like this? I mean, look at that. God damn. And without that one thing, these shots might have looked like this.
Hell no, man.
And that one thing is budget, better animators, parallax. The parallax effect. And I'm gonna show you how you can achieve this kind of parallax effect in Blender and Photoshop in the simplest way possible, so that even a person like him can make something that looks like this. But first, let's observe our references and inspiration, which is these three shots that I just showed you. Let's go. As I just said, let's observe our inspirations first, which are these three. One of the first things that we can observe from this image is that the thing that is near the camera appears to be larger. And just like that, the things that are further away from the camera appear to be smaller. You can see that in this one also and this one also. But unlike photography and filmmaking, the things that are far away from the camera are not only blurred but also less detailed. As if we zoom in, my mouse. Because if we zoom in, you can see that the nearby objects are way more detailed than the ones at the back. And that's not laziness, because it serves a purpose of dragging the viewer's attention towards the main subject. So the first observation is, near ones appear to be bigger, the further ones appear to be small and less detailed. So these two are the things that can be observed from the images, but the third point can be observed from the reference videos. Because in the reference videos, we can see that the things that are near to the camera moves faster than the ones at the back, because that's how our eyes view things. Nearby things move faster, at least to our eyes, and the things that are further away appear to be slow. For example, if you ever look at the sky and find out that there is a plane, it appears to be very, very slow, but it is the fastest transport. So yeah, I have a point. Now that we have some information about the references, let's jump into Photoshop. And if you don't have Photoshop, you can use Krita, which is a free software, and I have used it for quite some time and it's pretty similar to Photoshop. So yeah, I'm using Photoshop just because I have the shortcuts in my graphic tablet. Otherwise, it's okay if you use Krita. It's totally fine. While making your Photoshop project, make sure that you have your width or your height according to your camera movement. Double the amount of your Blender project. For example, if your Blender project is a 1080p by 1080p cube, your Photoshop project should be 2160 by 1080p. And this can vary from how fast the movement can be, how long you want the movement to last. For me, double the amount of my Blender project always works out. So while drawing the environment, make sure that you choose at least 3 layers to draw. The 3 layers being the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. The background generally gives a sense of environment to the whole shot. The middle ground is generally the main subject, the main action, and the foreground gives a frame and drags the viewer's attention towards the main subject. While drawing your environment, make sure that you draw each of these layers onto different software layers. For example, in this one, I drew each of these on different layers. This is the foreground, the middle ground, and the background. After drawing each layer, export the layers in PNG format. Like for this one, I have a foreground PNG, a middle ground PNG, and a background PNG. It is crucial for you to draw on different layers in order to achieve a parallax effect in your project. Now that we have every single layer that we have drawn as PNG, let's jump into Blender, which is a free animation and CGI software, and it is where you do the fun part of this project. Video is getting quite long and I have school tomorrow, so let's break this thing into steps. to make it simpler and faster for you to understand. Of course, open Blender, click on 2D animation and go to object mode, shift A, or you can do add an image, add a mesh plane and select the 3 PNGs that we just drew as your mesh planes, and you will have something that looks like this. Now arrange these 3 PNGs according to your camera. Make sure that they fill the whole gap between the camera and the background, the default white background of Blender, which we don't want in the final render, of course. And make sure that you have quite good distance between these 3 layers so that the parallax effect is visible. Animate the camera. It can be just a normal pan or a up to down movement according to your drawing that you just made. For example, if my drawing was double the height rather than the width, my movement would be up to down or down to up, just like this reference. And after animating your camera, you can finally see that your Blender parallax effect animation is done. Nice. You can use this technique as many times as you want in as many things as you want. For example, imagine Spider-Man swimming through New York. That would be so cool. Another example, imagine a fish that is just chilling in the ocean, or a person walking in woods, which we can add here, just add a walk cycle, I guess. If you don't want to struggle like I just did, go watch the walk cycle tutorial. Go watch it. So here's our final result. That's all for this video. My script is done. It's almost 2 a.m. and I have school tomorrow. So see you in the next one. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Share if you have a friend who loves animation just like me. And see you in the next one. Bye.